to Hendrix. I walk these streets with you. Here I am with this old guitar, doing what I do. I always expected that you would see me through. I never believed in much, but I believed in you. Can we get it together? Can we still stand side by side? Can we make it last like a musical ride? From Maryland to Madonna, I always loved your smile. But now we're heading for the big divorce, California style. I find myself singing like a long lost friend, the same thing that makes you live can kill you in the end. Can we get it together? Can we still stand side by side? Can we make it last like a musical ride? Sometimes it's distorted, not clear to you. But sometimes the beauty of love just comes ringing through. New glass on the window, new leaf on the tree, new distance between us, you and me. Can we get it together? Can we still stand side by side? Can we make it last like a musical ride? Hey, how you doing? Justin here with From Hank to Hendrix by Neil Young. What a great tune this one is. Real good one if you want to have a bit of a go at doing the harmonica and the guitar thing together. I am going to take you through a little bit of what I think I might be able to share about the harmonica. I don't consider myself a very good harmonica player. I can kind of do these kind of songs okay, but I learned just by trial and error, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to go explaining it, but I'm going to give it a try after I've done the guitar parts first of all. So this one, not particularly difficult chords. You do need an F chord, and you also need a B minor, which is one of the easier bar chords if you're just starting your journey onto bar chords. If you can play F, you can probably deal with the B minor. Relatively simple strumming, nice, relatively easy chord progression to remember. Again, it's not like super easy, but it's not very difficult either. Let's get to a close-up. Check it out. So the chords for the intro and the verses, same. This is a G chord. If you play a G chord like that, that's fine too, or even like that, whichever one. But third and fourth fingers seems to be the easiest one for me in this particular tune. You might want to try it. Then it goes to a B minor, remembering to mute the thicker string there with the tip of your first finger, a common beginner mistake. Then to a C chord for a bar, A minor for a bar, E minor, to G, C, to A minor. So it's maybe not the easiest sequence ever because it's not repeating itself in that 8 bars. So you're 8 chord orders to remember, but it's not that hard. Okay, again, G to B minor, C to A minor, E minor to G to C to A minor. And it's this sequence for that intro harp solo as well, and I think it's an accordion solo there in the middle. Same sequence there. It's no particularly difficult one. Like I said, just a little bit weird to remember because it's not the standard kind of, 4-bar sequence. So it does that going into the verse. So from G to B minor, C, walk these streets with A minor, E minor, there with his G guitar, C, doing what A minor, G chord expected B minor, C to a C, A minor, E minor, I never but G'd in much, but C believes in A minor. And then there's just this little 2 bars of G there at the end. Okay, those 2 bars of G does a little swell on the harmonica before it heads into the chorus. The chorus is going to F for 2 bars. Can we F it together? Can we C going to G? F for 2 bars again. Can we F it last C like a musical G? The G chord there is held for a couple of bars, and then we're back into the harmonica solo, and then we're back into the verse, which is that same chord progression that we started off with. It's the solo, verse, chorus, harmonica solo to fade. So there is only really those 2 chord sequences that you have to remember. So it makes it relatively easy to learn the song once you got those puzzle pieces. As far as the rhythm goes, I think it's going to be a thumb and a finger version again for most of this sort of Neil strumming style. He does use a pick sometimes, I think, but it's more this continuous motion with the hand. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down with the thumb, ups with the finger. I just did what I was exactly trying not to show you, which is the grab with the first finger. If you reach in too hard or you have too much tension in your first finger, it'll kind of grab on those thinner strings. So you really got to be, the tip of your first finger needs to be real loose so it doesn't grab and it can't reach in too far. So just practicing doing that. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Real key thing here is keeping the hand moving just like you would with strumming. It's the real key thing for all of the Neil Young stuff. He always keeps his hand moving consistently. Watch him play. Even when he's doing electric guitar, hand moves consistently, right? So to the B minor, C to A minor, E minor to G, C to A minor. Notice there just sometimes at the end of a chord sequence you might do like a drum fill where you just add in a couple of extra strums, but essentially it's still staying the same. For the chorus, when we're into the can we get it together, can we still stand side by side, I'm trying to go maybe a little heavier there just to give it a bit more, just trying to lift it up a little bit so it's not the same all of the way through, because that can get a little bit boring if you keep with the same strumming pattern all the time. It just, can get a bit dull for the listener. This one, you got the harmonica. If you're doing the harmonica part, that again, there's another layer of stuff that you got to keep the listener interested. I don't think I've got much more to share there on the guitar parts. It's relatively simple. If you're going to go for the harmonica, now I use an adapted brace. So you can buy these braces pretty much anywhere. I I can't remember what it was. I've cut a bit of scrap metal and kind of fixed it in here so that I had the harmonica off to the side, because what I was finding when I used to do like a whole set of singer-songwriter stuff where I played harmonica, I kind of thought I wanted to be Neil Young for a little while, and all of the gigs that I was doing in that period, I was trying to sing in the microphone and the harmonica was getting in the way. So I found putting this little extension bit here, kept the harmonica off to the side, and I could play like that. I used to have a little microphone that sat in it. I think these days I've got a little microphone hidden under my hat, which is majority of the time why I wear the hat. I'm not worried about my baldness. I'm a little bit bald, but I'll show you. Like there's a little bit of hair there. I'm not wearing the hat because I'm worried about it. I wear the hat because I've got my microphone hidden there, and it sounds real good if I turn my head around, whereas if I had the lapel mic, every time I moved my head around it sounded bad. But the hat mic's really good for the harmonica too, so if I went back to a gig, and I might go for the hat just to be able to pick up the harmonica sound. Now I'm using a G harmonica. I use these harmonicas by a guy called Danica, Anthony Danica. He kind of modifies and tunes harmonicas real good. They're more expensive than regular, but you could go and just get yourself like a Hohner Marine Band kind of in G. You want one in G. That's really important. If you're really new to harmonica, the trick, the fun part of it is going to be learning how to get one note at a time, because just going like is okay, but that's not what you want when you want to play a melody. You have to learn how to by sucking and blowing, pursing your lips. I don't think I'm doing much with my tongue. It is just about kind of kissing it a little bit with your lips and experimenting so that you can get one note at a time. That's the first thing that you need to do. If you're real new to harmonica, you got to practice getting single note lines out. So once you're able to get single note lines, then you want to start trying to figure out the melodies. Now, I have seen harmonica parts written down like blow on hole 2 and then suck on hole 4 and all of this sort of stuff. I'm like, I never learned that way. The melodies for these sort of songs aren't that hard. So you just muck around. And if you just experiment with blowing and sucking on the same hole, maybe moving a step up and down, you'll probably find the notes you want. So this is like blow, blow, suck, blow. In the same hole. I don't know which hole it is. And then blowing 2 holes up, I think. Blow, blow, suck, blow, blow, suck. Blow, suck, blow. And blow on the next one down. So just figuring out a little melody like that on the harmonica, you're definitely not going to be trying to do guitar and harmonica at the start, right? You want to do the guitar part and the harmonica completely separately, but they're great. You can have them in the car, whatever, and you can just practice trying to find those little melodies. Again, if you don't know the song very well, you're really going to find it really difficult. You need to listen to it. You need to know how the melody goes, and then you try and recreate it. The good thing about playing like a G harp in the key of G is if you do hit wrong notes occasionally, which I definitely did when I did the little demo there, it wasn't always exactly the melody that I wanted to hear, that, you know, I know how it goes in my head, and sometimes it would hit a different note, but they nearly always sound good. So even if you're kind of aiming for the set melody that he played and you go, see, I went to find it, kept blowing as I moved up. It doesn't matter. You can get away with it. One thing I am doing that I just noticed, there's definitely I don't know how to describe that. How am I doing that? I'm doing something with my tongue in my mouth, like moving it backwards, which gives you this wah, wah, wah sound. It's just kind of like like adding a vibrato or something like that you can do, especially if you've got a few notes the same. It can be nice to do that, but to be honest, I got no idea how I'm doing it, except something's moving around with my tongue. So maybe have a try at doing that. Yeah, it's definitely just, I'm blowing the same note and moving my tongue backwards and forwards. So try that and see if you can make that sound if you want. But yeah, this is a really, really good song. And this might have been one of the first songs I ever learned on harmonica, just because the melody is relatively simple. It's got a few variations that you can explore. All of the notes generally sound good. Even if you go a little bit off piste, it's not going to sound terrible. So yeah, definitely have a go at doing that. If you're going to play and sing, you need a brace, so you need to get used to using a brace. It feels very different to using your hand. You might want to try doing a little extender thing, but most people don't, so I'm not saying that you should do that. Just wanted to explain why mine looks a bit different. If you saw it and be like, how does that work? Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can share with you about the harmonica. If you've got specific questions, let me know in the comments, particularly the comments on the website. It's always easier for me to deal with the comments, so I check those more often than I do just on the YouTube videos. So if you're on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description. Head over to the website and check it out. Of course, you want to do that anyway, because there's so much good Neil Young stuff, because Neil Young's like my favorite of all time. So loads of Neil songs over there. I'm pretty passionate about trying to get this stuff right as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy those lessons if you like this one. Can't remember if I think I've done harmonica on a couple of his other ones. Can't remember. Need to look that up myself. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you've got any specific questions about the harmonica stuff if you want. But like I said, a general G harmonica, like a marine band, I think is what Neil uses. Do go and check out maybe Danica harmonicas as well. He makes this one's like an all steel kind of one, really nice. So yeah, go and check that out, and I'll see you for plenty more very soon. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.